Hello and welcome to this alternative channel, Anti-War, where I'm looking at drinking Mike's Harder Watermelon. Mike's Harder Watermelon. There's a cartoon watermelon with crazy goggles in his tongue. And all of that. Warning. All right. 8% alcohol. This is a flavored ale. How do I know it's ale? Well, it says it right here, flavored ale. And a beer or a wine or a liquor must state what it actually is somewhere on the label. It doesn't have to be like conspicuous, but it has to be there. If you read the Tax and Trade Bureau website. That pink appearance. It's almost like a grayish pink. It's a strange appearance. It says engineered to be gluten-free, gluten-reduced. I mean to say limited edition watermelon. Yeah, because usually a mass-produced beer, whether it's a flavored beer concoction like this, or if it's like a Budweiser or something, they'll have like 10, 20, 30,000 check-ins on tap. This one has like about 600 check-ins, and there's only like one video review or two, so it's not common. I bought this at I think it was Walmart, but it probably was, well, it was, I know it was either Circle K or Walmart, because I went to Circle K and bought some flavored ales, and I went to Walmart and bought some flavored lagers, ales, malt liquors. But this one says ale. Premium malt beverage with natural flavors and certified colors. So the flavors are natural, but the colors are certified, meaning food color and artificial colors. In other words, you know, there's no kind of thing you could put in here that's going to make it look pink like that. That's not artificial. It's like yellow number 5, red number whatever. Oh, well. The government, U.S. government, calls it harmless flavorings and colorings. It didn't ring up correctly because they were saying mix and match, 2 for $3. So I just mixed and matched, and then I'll ring it up. They rang it up. Oh, it wasn't the right price. So put the Bud Light Chilada back. That's common for Circle K. The prices don't ring up correctly, and then they'll say, oh, well, the beer people didn't fix their tag. It was a mistake. It's like, wow, every Circle K I go to, it's a mistake, or the beer people didn't do it right. Maybe it's a scam from Circle K. Maybe they're trying to scam me, and they're figuring people will ring them up and they won't notice. But I'm looking at the register, and I'm thinking, well, if it's 2 for $3, why is it ringing up, you know, 3 something a piece? And this is not worth that. Walmart has the best prices because they got them for like $2.50 a can for the Smirnoff Spike. And you get 24 ounces. Here you get 23.5. Not really a great value, but these days, I mean, the Whiskey Scout paid $11.99 for a 12-ounce bottle of Firestone Walker 12. I think it's called 12, like a super duper beer. I'm not criticizing him for doing that. I mean, buy what you want, of course, but $12, $11.99, $12, that's a lot of money for a single beer. I'm getting to the point now where I would rather just imagine how good it is. I'm not sitting there saying this is anything close to that, because obviously it's not. This is a candy-flavored sweet tooth beer for people that just want 8% alcohol and drink something that tastes like a soft drink, you know, like a Fanta or something. I understand that. I've been reviewing a lot of these lately, you know, and I got some more in the fridge. I'm not going to make a habit of it. I'm not going to start becoming like a regular flavored beer reviewer. I'm going to do more than I said I was, because I was saying once a month. And then I was like, why do that? I miss out on some of the flavors, although they don't really taste that different one from the other, really. Secondly, you can taste beer underneath, though, if you think about it. Secondly, it seems like every craft beer I pick up now is flavored with something, you know, juice. They say it's juicy. It tastes like juice. I say, oh, boy. Oh, it's flavored with tomatoes, oysters. Came in yesterday, oyster beer. I said, oh, okay. Imperial stout with oysters. I'm not against it. I'll buy it if I can get a single. I'm not buying a 4-pack of it. So, okay, we get it. It's all flavored. So I'll just not pay $12. I'm not paying $12 a bottle. I'll just pay $2.50, $3 for a big can. I've had a lot of beers over the last 9 years. Okay, been almost 9 years since I started doing video reviews, but I was doing written reviews long before that. So I know what beer tastes like. I've had a lot. Most of them are good. Some are kind of so-so, average C. And then a few, not many, a few are just plain old bad. Or even undrinkable, but that's a rare case. So you might say, are you burnt out? You're burnt out on beers. I'm not burnt out. Craig Swinson says, good afternoon from New Hampshire. Good afternoon to you, Craig. Thanks for watching. I'm not burnt out on reviewing beers. I could review it I could try new beers for another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I mean, I've been doing it for 23 years. So I didn't get bored. It's just that people get mad at me when I say stuff like most beer tastes the same, you know. No, you're wrong. You're crazy. You need to get off the internet. I'm going to put thumbs down. I'm going to show you whatever you can do whatever you want. I'm just telling the truth. There's differences. If they flavor one with orange peel and coriander and they flavor the other one with chocolate or with peanut butter or caramel or apple crumble, well, yeah, it's going to taste different. But they don't really taste that different. They just taste like variations of beer. And like my father says, I'll say, smell this, smell that, smell this, try that. He won't drink them. He'll smell them. Or he'll say, I don't want to smell that garbage. But then he'll say, it smells like beer. You know, it's like, it is what it is. Okay. Now, I mean, I'm sorry to bust people's bubble. Now you could say, oh, no. Oh, no. I review $26 a beer, $1 beer. Every beer I review is $26 or more. Bottles, cans. I got all of them behind me on the wall when I do videos. Super high definition, 1080, super duper, triplicate, elaboration, kinetic, connectivity, dynamite, inevitable. 3D, 4D. That's wonderful, and I admire that, and I respect that, and I appreciate that. But if I drink all those, and I wouldn't pay for them, but if I drink them, I would say at the end of the day, if I was laying in bed, like I wouldn't say it on my main channel, you know, like this is a hidden channel. But you know what I'm saying? I would just say like, they're wonderful, but they all kind of taste the same, you know. I mean, I drank a lot of liquors, whiskey, gin, rum, brandy. They all kind of taste the same, you know. I mean, and then wine, same old story, you know. They all taste the same. Now, of course, here's the thing about that. They may all taste pretty much the same. The review gets into like little deviations from the norm, you know. So it's like, oh, you know, it's like, here it is. Here's a standard deviation. Now you get some a little, you know, wild. It's super great and super horrible, you know. And there's little ups, little peaks and valleys. And we try them and we like them. You know, we like all the beers, we like the wines, we like the liquor. But people, I think, they just get too wrapped up in it, or they get too defensive about it. So it's funny, strange, unusual. All right. So how would what would I say about this harder watermelon? Huh. It's it's fine. I don't really care to drink. I'd rather drink this than eat the candy. Now, if you gave me a candy, I think it has high fructose corn syrup. Oh man, I bet you all of them have high fructose corn syrup. They're just too drying. Like they have that astringent, see that drying, that weird Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, RC-Cola, high fructose corn syrup thing. When you keep drinking on them, you start saying, guy, no. And it's become, you know, they're not using cane sugar because it's too expensive. And it's so comical that Anheuser-Busch did the no corn syrup for Bud Light, which is true. It doesn't use corn syrup, never has. But then most of their beer concoction drinks, Shock Top, for instance, are all high fructose corn syrup. That ain't gonna hurt you. It just might make you want to drink a lot of it. In other words, you see people that consume a lot of high fructose corn syrup products and eat at McDonald's all the time and eating ramen noodles and all the time. And you go to Walmart, they're like so hugely obese. Like one of the commentators I read from time to time call them waddling colossi. And they have incredibly bad and numerous health problems, high blood pressure, you know, high cholesterol. They all go into dialysis and all, you know. I mean, well, look what they drink. Look what they eat. I mean, it's incredible. It's insane. It's madness. And then if that isn't bad enough, it's the volume. If you look at the volume of what these people eat, you could not believe it. Eat snacks all day. All day. Going to eat a huge breakfast from Popeyes for only $4.99. You can't even hardly pick up the tray. It's like a bowling ball. Then they eat snacks. They say, oh, but I'm drinking Diet Coke. I'm drinking Coke Zero. Oh, that's good. And then they say, let's go to the buffet and eat. We go into Golden Corral. Oh, Lord. By the time they finish in their lunch, they're thinking about supper. Then they eating snacks all through the day. Then going to eat a big meal at night. We go into Papa John's and get a big pizza and some breadsticks with a dessert. No, you will not be healthy. You will get very sick and you will be in terrible physical pain and you will die young, more than likely. And if you don't die young, you will feel terrible. Now, I'm sorry. You say, well, what you're drinking is part of that problem. I know that. But I'm not drinking it all day. Now, Craig says, there are so many products available nationwide for a reasonable price. It can be hard to justify the price of some craft products. I also enjoy reviews of products that I can actually get. Yeah, I noticed, Craig, y'all, people, now this is a secret channel, so most viewers don't know about it. Last night, Craig was making some oblique references to various people in the Hangout. I don't disagree with that. Well, first of all, it's kind of boring, you know, to do a hangout where everybody brings a different beer and they're going to talk about it. Oh, it smells like this. It tastes like this. The body's like this. The finish is like this. I bought it at this place. Oh, yeah, it's really good. I love it. Then the next person does the same thing. And I say, I never heard of half these beers. Okay. and I know I'll never see it. Something from an obscure beer from an obscure town in Massachusetts or Rhode Island. It's wonderful. Oh, clown pudding. Oh, nose candy wax ale. Oh, it's so great. And then we all give scores. Oh, I'll give mine a 93. Oh, but mine's a 94. Well, guys, all these scores were really high tonight. This was a great hangout. Okay, well, that's nice. But it's just like, oh, this one did this and this one did that. It's just like, Once the discussion got good, I had to get off because then they started talking about rating beers and availability of beers. And I was like, now it's getting interesting. And then I said, I got to get off because I got to wake up for a taste challenge, Thornbusters. But I wanted to do a video where we talked about how to rate beers, or how do we think people should rate beers. Be much more interesting. But they're telling me, no. We're doing Wild Card Wednesday. That's it. This is the dictatorial way. No. I say, well, okay. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'd be laying in bed watching baseball anyway, which maybe I'd rather do. But it's fun to hang out. But you understand Craig's viewpoint and my viewpoint, which is identical to Craig's viewpoint. All right. I showed up with Magnum malt liquor. Maybe some people made a face. Oh, that was fine because at least Magnum is available to some people. It's not too widely available anymore. 30 years ago, yeah, everybody could get Magnum. 20 years ago, a lot of people could get Magnum. 10 years ago, a good amount of people could get Magnum. Today, you can get it. It's not too common. I'm not going to hate on this product. It exists. You know what I'm saying? Like people say, why do you even review that? And I say, it exists. Okay, it's a beer. It exists. I wouldn't drink it normally on purpose. There's a wine called Verdi. There's only one problem with that wine. It's not a wine. Verdi. It's from Italy. Oh, they got so many different varieties. Verdi, V-E-R-D-I. I don't know what that means in Italian. Something with green or emerald or something. I don't know. I said, man, I ought to review those. It's a flavored wine. I mean to say it's a wine flavored beer. It's a wine flavored beer, you know. So, oh well. Hey, Craig, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this, because what's it going to be next Wednesday? Oh, you know, wild card. Bunch of different beers, most of which we can't get. People talking about it. It'll be really exciting. All right. Well, thanks for watching this video, and I'll be part of it, of course. Thanks for watching this video production on this secret channel. I'm gonna actually do another video. All right. Thanks for.